One of the things I'm learning to expect from RedwingRC airplanes is the quality of the covering and the design of the covering. They don't take the easy way out with their color schemes, and then they protect everything very well so you get it unmarked. I always take the time to go over all of the seams and covering edges with a medium hot iron just to make sure that everything is sealed down very well. This doesn't take very long to do, but it can save you a lot of problems in the future. I did have to tighten up the covering in a couple of places, but it wasn't bad at all. One of the first things I always do is epoxy in the control arms, and in this case we started with the rudder control arms because they have to be modified slightly. Because RedwingRC uses heavy-duty control arms, we have to trim the ones that we use in the rudder so they don't make contact inside the rudder when both sides are installed. I used the large side cutters to take a little bit off each control arm and then kept fitting them until I could get them both fully seated. When I was satisfied with the fit, I used 30-minute epoxy to install these control arms and the rest of them in the other control surfaces. The MXSR fuselage is kind of big for a 30cc plane, but it's very well made, and that extra space gives you more room to move things around when you want to hit the CG right. And you notice that the pull wires are already strung. You do have to adjust the length and crimp them shut, but they're already in the plane. The firewall comes with laser markings for a DLE-30 engine, and that also fits my DLE-40 twin. They do provide the crosshairs, though if you have a different motor, need to apply a different template. Below the motor box, they build in a canister tunnel if you want to use that kind of muffler system. The fiberglass cowl is nicely made and comes with a plywood ring installed that makes mounting it a lot easier. And the paint job on the cowl is first rate and matches the covering very well. RedwingRC gives you a very nice set of carbon fiber servo arms, but this is where my old school's hanging out and I went back to my aluminum ones that I already had. I always do the internal ends of the pull wires first. Then I can work outside of the fuselage to set the correct length and get the other end crimped up. Then when I have the cables to the right length and crimped, then I can trim off the excess. RedwingRC gives you carbon fiber main landing gear along with a painted carbon fiber spinner with the kit, where that's usually extra with most other places. I really like the tail wheel assembly that RedwingRC gives you with these kits. It's very easy to install and works great. Unlike the spring setups, you almost have to try to mess this up to get it where it won't steer right. You also get real turnbuckle linkages that make setting this plane up very easy. You can zero your servo and then use the linkage to dial in the surface. RedwingRC gives you a nice pre-plumbed fuel tank, but I'm a Fortitude fan and I had this tank, so I'm using this one in this model.